Hey, what's up, guys? So today I wanted to actually share with you my story, right? I wanted to kind of give you an inside look as to where I was at before I ever decided to, do entrepreneurism full time, right? So before any of this happened, right? I never really pictured myself being here, but before any of this happened, I was actually working at a engineering firm, right? Because that's what I thought I would be doing in my future, right? So I was what you call a CAD technician, right? I was working at that for almost a year, right? I started being, part-timer, 18, 20 hours a week, nothing crazy, right? But eventually, the company got a lot more work on their hands, and instead of them hiring extra help, we had to step up and work longer hours, right? So those 20 hours soon turned to 40, and then 50, and then 60, and then it got to a point where it was 80 hours a week, right? And don't get me wrong, money was great, but I had to exchange a lot of my money, a lot of my time for that money, right? I was putting in almost 24-hour shifts every other day, and that's when I knew something needed to change, right? That's when the light bulb went off in my head, and I said to myself, like, hey, like, I can't be doing this forever. Like, I understand, I should have a successful future and whatnot, but I didn't want a successful future where that cost me my life, because I was basically glued to that desk. I was basically like living at that job, and that's when I knew that I didn't want to do that forever, right? And I'm blessed and grateful to have gotten that experience so early on, so now I could really become aware about what I really wanted in my future, right? So then I started, searching what other opportunities I could have, right? And then a friend of mine from high school, he actually introduced me to the business that I'm in today, right? He introduced me to what I'm doing today, and I said yes because what I was truly seeking was time freedom and financial freedom, right? I wanted best of both worlds. So that's what this gave to me, and that's why I said yes, right? But when I got started in this business, I was nowhere near where I'm at today, right? I got started while I was still working at my first job, right? Still clocking in crazy hours a week, but I was still working the business, right? So then the best day of my life came, right? I got fired. Yes, I got fired from my first job, right? And I say it was the best day of my life because that's when I thought I could go all in, focus all my time and energy into this business, right? And that's exactly what I did, right? All my time was dedicated to this business, every hour, every night, just trying to figure this out. Because when I first started, I had no help and I had no guidance, right? So I then started to see what I could do, but unfortunately, I didn't see a lot of success when I first started really getting serious with this business, right? So money wasn't coming in, and I had to take care of some bills, so I had to get another job, right? I actually started working at Best Buy for my second job, right? And I was actually making a lot better money, like more money than what I was making at my first job, right? And so unfortunately, I started getting comfortable. I started, being okay with where I was. And I feel like a lot of us kind of go through that same stage. We start making good money, and we're like, okay, yes, this is good. I'm fine here. I want nothing more, right? And I'm not saying, be money hungry and look to make more money, but it's never good to stay complacent, right? To just stay comfortable. Because once you stay comfortable, you have no more room for growth. You have no more room for improvement, and you just stay the same, So I had to like switch. I had to be like, yo, like, you have more to do, like, you have more to accomplish. Get out of the mindset, get back to work, right? So that's when the second best day of my life came. I actually went in to quit my job, right? I actually went in, put in, my paperwork, whatever, and I quit, right? I quit. Keep in mind, it was probably one of the dumbest decisions I had made because I had no money saved. I didn't have any source of income coming in, and I still had bills to take care of. So I was, in a pickle. But I didn't let that stop me, right? I still was focused on my mission with this business, right? And so I went all in, right? I went all in, and I haven't looked back since, right? And the reason why I keep going, the reason why you see me posting so much about this on my profile is because I have a plan of action where I want to help as many families as I can start winning financially, start changing their mindset, and being able to provide multiple streams of income for themselves so they can be able to survive without a job. You know, because unfortunately, we've all seen or experienced what can happen when we depend on one source of income, right? So that is why I keep going hard every single day, trying to make a difference, trying to help others see that there is a different way besides a job,